The primary place to see God move is in your home. It's not in your church. Thank you for coming to church. By the way, way to go. You came to church on a 3-day weekend when the sun was out. You're a wildly successful human being. But here's what I want to tell you. If they only see you acting spiritual here and taking notes and talking about the Bible here, you'll build a cynicism in them against religion. They have to see it happen in your home. So I moved to Stockton, California. We rented a house. I'm from Eastern Washington State. And in Stockton, they have an animal that's really aggressive and all over the place. It's called the roach. It's a roach. And I'd never met the roach before because in Eastern Washington, we don't have roaches because we have a little thing called winter. It's awesome for keeping the roach population down. But my house was infested with the roaches, so I call the exterminator. Exterminator comes out, super hot day in Stockton in the summer. He's wearing coveralls and a mask and the gloves, and he starts moving the hose around my yard, and it's a big, heavy hose. And I used to actually work as an exterminator's assistant for one summer. So I'm like, I'm gonna help this guy out. So I go out in the front yard and I start moving the hose around. He's like, you don't have to do that. I said, I don't mind, I like it. I used to do this. And I'm helping him, and we start chatting. I said, have you ever gone to church? And he goes, I used to go to church. And then he just stops, he gets all intense. I said, well, why'd you stop? He said, well, they excommunicated me last week. I said, what were you excommunicated for? And he said, well, I tried, but I can't give up smoking. And they said I can't be a Christian if I smoke cigarettes. I said, what kind of church is it? And he said, it's called the Kingdom Hall. Okay, again, disclaimer. This is my second Jehovah's Witness illustration in 3 weeks. So I really do love Jehovah's Witnesses. This is just how the story happened. And he said, it's my wife's church. We got married, and I started going there, and I just can't give up the cigarette smoking. I've tried everything. And I looked at him. I said, listen, my friend, I'm not criticizing your wife, and I'm not criticizing that church, but I got to tell you, as a minister, as a theologian, I got to tell you, my friend, we're all sinners. Every single one of us is a sinner. I'm a sinner. You're a sinner. And God loves cigarette smokers. And when I said that to him, he started bawling. So I go over and I give him this big hug, and we're just in my front yard crying. And I look up, and in the picture window of my house, my kids are pressed up against it. Look at it. Look at it. Mommy, why is Daddy hugging the man with rubber gloves? Do you know, if you ask my children about their spiritual journey, they'll never mention any of my sermons. They never met, oh, that one sermon you gave, or, oh, I remember that one time, and Lincoln put that song as the second song, and that changed my life. No, they often would tell you the stories of my wife dragging people into our home and impacting those people for Christ. When they see you do it in your kitchen and living room, that's when their lives change. That's right. You got to bring it into your home.